Hello and welcome to the iPhone iPad video tutorials. We are Steve and April Burnett, and this is brought to you by our company, Burnett Painting. Today, we're going to go over the home button and icon functions. Return to the home screen, moving icons around, setting up your home row, merging icons together, deleting apps, and closing apps. So, let's get started, shall we? You'll see on the screen I have the iPhone next to my iPad. Now, we can do this presentation with both the devices because they're almost identical. This here is the home screen on both of them. Now you can tell for sure because of the white dot just at the bottom here where the arrow is. Now if I were to move it over, you'll see that the white dot shifts accordingly. Now that's the same with the iPad. See the white dot at the bottom? Not easy to see, but it's there. And as you shift it across, you'll know if you're on your home screen. So first thing, to get back to our home screen, we can either swipe the screen across or simply hit our home button. Now our home button is the only button on the screen. Here it is for the iPad, here it is for the iPhone. So if you look at the white dots, we are not on the home screen for the iPad. That's just your main screen. So I'm going to hit that once. There we are. So that is how you return to the home screen. So on the phone, you can swipe across, and you'll notice that we're not on the home screen. So I'm going to go down and hit my home button. That brings me back to my home screen. Now, these are your app icons. This is your home row. So we're going to go over moving the app icons and using the iPad. Again, it's the same with the iPhone. They're almost identical devices. You would touch any app and hold it. Once you do that, you'll notice that all the other apps are shaking. What that means is you're in edit mode, if you will, for the app icons. And you can move them around. Say you want to drop it right here, the rest of them will get out of the way for you. And then you just let go. Or if you want to move it to another screen, because if you'll know, on my home screens, I keep them very clean, so the most important ones are on there just for practicality purposes of keeping it efficient for me as I'm on the go throughout the day. Now if I want to take, say, the message app on the iPad here, and I want to move it to another screen, I would just simply hold it over to the side of the screen halfway. And if you leave it there, the screens will just move for you. Same thing if you move it back. And then whenever you get to the screen you want it on, you can just let go and it'll drop into place. Or if you want it over here, let go. And if you let go, it'll fall into line as the last app. Same thing with my phone. Before we go to the phone, you notice how the app icons are still shaking on the iPad? To stop that, tell it you're done editing or moving the apps around, you just touch the home button. Same thing with the iPhone. Say we want to grab the Photos app and we want to move it over. We just slide till we get to where and let go. Or if we want to go the other way, we just hold it halfway across the screen and let it go. Now, when I'm done, again, see how they're shaking? To stop that, we just hit the home button. Okay, so that's moving the apps around. Now, setting up your home row. This is your home row at the bottom of your iPhone, and this is the home row at the bottom of your iPad. The home row is important because it never moves. You move your screen, and those are your most important apps. So no matter which screen you're on, they're always available to you. Same thing with the phone. As I slide over, see the home row stays. Now, we set up the home row just like we were moving the apps across the other devices. But first we have to make room. So say, for example, on the iPad, touch and hold one of the apps, and I move it up. Now the home row has adjusted for 5 apps, but has also left room for me to bring one down. To stop them shaking once I'm all done setting my home row, I would just hit the home button. So as you see, as I move it across, the home row stays the same. Touch and hold, they start shaking. I can let go at this point, and then I just grab whichever app I want to move and then drop it out. And then drop it back into my home row. When I'm done, hit the home button, and I'm back. Same thing with the iPhone. Now the iPhone has room for 4 apps in the home row, so I could touch and hold, bring it up, let go, it falls into line. And then I could grab my photos, if that was one of my 4 most important apps, and drop it in there. When I'm done setting my home row, I hit the home button. And back again. So for me, my phone, Safari app, which takes me to the internet, my email, which I use through the Gmail app, and my messages are my 4 most important when regarding my phone. Now if you notice up here, I have a grouping of app icons. And if I touch them, they all open up and show me the apps that are in there. I'm going to show you how to group your app icons together. To do that, you simply press and hold on an app and hover over another app. See how it opens up? Well, I haven't let go of it yet. I can hover over this app and it opens up. So all I want to do is hover over it, let go, and it drops in there. Then it gives me the option of naming it where it says productivity. I can touch the X to X out that label and then type my own, like test group. And then hit done at the bottom here. And then touch anywhere on the screen and it closes. So now we have our test group. See, they're shaking. So again, that means we're still in edit mode. So we just touch the home button to get out of edit mode. Now, I really don't want to use that. So here's how you ungroup your apps, or take one or all of the apps out if you like. Again, we would just touch that group. It opens up. Then we just grab an app, hold it, start shaking, move it out, let go. Touch the group, grab the app, bring it out, and let go. They're shaking. We're done moving them around. Well, probably want to put them back in the order I had them here. There we go. Once I have them in order, I'm done moving them around and editing them. I would just hit the home button. Now, say you've downloaded some apps from the App Store, which we haven't covered yet, and you want to delete that app. To do that, you would simply just grab an app and hold it. And again, we've got them in edit function. Now, if you look on my home screen, I only have one app showing that I can delete with an X. That's because the phone, the Safari, which is the web browser, your messages, photos, maps, and calendar are native to the device. Those cannot be deleted. If I swipe across, you'll see some of these others like the Kindle, my Bible app, GroupMe, Starbucks, and now Weather Radar. Those can be deleted. So to delete those, I would just touch the X. See how it's highlighted here? Touch the X, let go. Then it wants me to confirm deleting the app. Now, I don't really want to delete this one, so I'm going to cancel. But if I did delete it, I can always go back into the App Store, which is this icon, and download it again. Now, if you pay for an app and you elect to delete it, and say I deleted it, but then later on you want that app again, you do not have to pay for it again. It knows that you've already paid for it in the past, and you can just simply reload it to your phone. Again, to stop editing or deleting or moving apps, we go to our home button, hit home. And then if I hit it again, it takes me back to the home screen. Same thing with the iPad. If you notice the white dot, we're not on the home screen. To get back to the home screen at any time, I just hit the home button again. Now, as you're going out through your days and your weeks, you're going to open many of your apps. While they all look like they're closed right now, really they're not. So here's how we close apps. You go to your home button, double tap quickly. Same thing with your iPad, double tap. Now on our iPad, we don't have any apps open. So I'm going to open one just long enough so we can close it. And to close it, I would just go to the home button. There we go. So now I would double tap the home button and you see it's open still. Now if you open yours, you may see that there are rows and rows of them, and that's okay. So to close your apps from my iPhone first, I would touch and hold, and now the minus symbol comes up. And the minus, that just simply means close. And so you just tap it right on the red minus symbol. That's actually your badge icon is what it's called. So you tap the minus badge icon and it would close that app out for you. So over here on the iPad, touch that and it's closed. Once you're done closing your apps and they're all open, now please note, you cannot do any damage by closing them. You can just go through and quickly tap and close them all out and there will be no harm. So you can always go through and close them all. Because what may happen is if you have 30 or 40 apps open, it may slow your device down. And so this helps to keep it operating at full speed. When you're through, come back up to the home button, hit home. Same thing with the phone, home. Okay, so we have covered the home screen, the home button, setting up your home row, merging icons together in a group, deleting apps, and closing apps. So in closing, we are Steve and April Burnett, and this is brought to you by our company, Burnett Painting. Next time you paint your home, please consider Burnett Painting. Thank you and have a great day.